let them have fun. And I just take a sideline, and sometimes I listen in just to see how the propagation is doing. But I hardly ever participate there, John.
Yeah, Roger, on that. Kilo Echo 3 Victor Golf, Oscar November 8 Echo India. And Mukesh, you're 5 and 9 with me, but always that lovely audio. And I suppose you're on the 5,000. You sound like you're on the 5,000, but I could be totally wrong. And tonight I'm on the Hermes Light, over.
Yeah, I am on a 5,000. Yeah, I haven't touched the radio for a couple of days, so I said, I'm going to use 5,000. Either way, I also have my 710 online too. I also have FT 710. That radio is online also now. I got total 4 radio I operate from here, John. So you never know what I'm going to be using, John.
Yeah, Roger, and how easy is it to move around? And I suppose you have some sort of a switching system, over.
Yeah, it's not that bad. It takes me a minute to go from one to other, but it's not that bad. It's pretty quick, actually. And the other thing I did is that not only that I have all 4 radios on, but now I have my ICOM, my FT710, and my ANAN all are remoteable, so I can remote any one of the radio.
Yeah, Roger. Well, as my pal Whiskey Alpha 3 Ocean tells me, you're the great remoter, over.
I love that. I love remote. It makes the life much easier. The other thing I notice is that it does give me a luxury to go, to actually be on the air more time. Give me a second. I'm going to switch it over the radio I'm going to switch it over to 710. Give me 1 second, all right?
Yeah, Roger, standing by.
Lima Alpha 1, Tango November Alpha.
Yeah, frequency is in use.
All right, John, can you hear me now? I'm on a 710 right now, Kilo Echo 3 Victor Golf.
Wow, you're much louder. Have you increased your power, over?
Okay, John, I'm sorry. I actually switched the radio. I forgot to switch my headset. But how do you copy now? Kilo Echo 3 Victor Golf.
Yeah, you're louder and the signal is higher, over.
Really? This radio is louder than my FT 5000?
Yeah, Roger, and I'm making a recording, and I'll send you the link in a little while, so you'll see the view that I have, over.
Yeah, Roger. Well, somebody mentioned that to me earlier, that I'm louder with this radio, and I did not know why. I have to investigate why. This radio is louder than my 5000. Either way, does it sound okay, or is it just loud and distorted?
Yeah, I can't hear the distorted, but it is louder. And it should be terrific if you want to get some rare station that hundreds of people are calling. But no, you're sounding very good. You will hear it when I send it to you, over.
Yeah, Roger there. Well, I'm glad to hear that, John. It's awesome. And, tell me what else is going on with you. I haven't talked to you for, at least a week or so. I had a family over. My sister came from Michigan, and, she had a family came from India. So they came here to visit the Washington, D.C. So we had 3 days. We had a family get together, and we had lots of fun. We all stayed up late and talked about everything. And the nice thing is that I knew the family since at least for 40 years now. So it was glad to see them, and we really enjoyed the time. And so they left this morning. And then my granddaughter was here, so she left maybe half an hour ago. So finally I got the radio time there, John.
Yeah, Roger on that. Well, nothing really, as my mother would say, strange or startling. I'm not sure if you know that expression. Although yesterday I was 61 years on this planet, over.
Yeah, it looks like you and I are in the same age group there, John.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, the 12th of July, which is it's a famous day for some people in Ireland, over.
Well, Roger. Well, congratulations on your happy birthday to you, my friend. And I'm glad to hear you that we had a friendship here and almost has the same age there. So, we share quite a few things in the world, events. And maybe we have a luxury to talk about it. Sometime when I'm speaking to the Ham, who's 90 years old, and sometimes they talk about something I have no clue, and sometimes when you talk to a guy who's 30 years old, and you talk about something and they have no clue, Roger?
Yeah, Roger. Well, I always, from when I was always very young, I had a lot more in common with people that were much older than myself. So I don't know why that was, but I didn't have much. Well, I had a little bit in common. There's people that I'm in contact with from school even now. But in general, I liked speaking with, people. I was, let's say, for example, 10, 15, and I'd be speaking to people in their 30s, 40s, and 50s, and that was certainly in the radio hobby. By the way, I'm just listening to the audio. And it's not as clear as the 5,000, over.
Good to go.
Yeah, Roger, that when you say that it's too loud, normally when the loud audio does not really give you a good clarity, and that's what does happen actually. So I gotta look into it. Why is that? Because I don't like the loud audio. I think I'm going to turn down the mic gain a little bit and see if that makes any difference.
Yeah, Roger. I did hear someone call in, and maybe it's a friend of yours, over.
Okay, I'm sorry. I turned down the mic gain quite a bit there. And let's see if that makes any difference. Is there any breaking station? This is Kilo Echo 3 Victor Golf. Yeah, negative, John. I'm not hearing anybody. But do you see any reduction in loudness?
Yeah. No, the loudness has dropped down, but the audio is not as good as the 5,000, over.
Well, I do kind of expect that, right? There's a big difference. I can buy 5 from 5,000 with the 5 of the 710 with the 5,000, Roger.
Yeah, Roger. It's like you can buy 10 Hermes lights for an Anan, over.
Roger. No, it does make a difference. Anyway, I'm going to do something more. And let's see if I reduce the processor. Because sometimes the audio is too compressed, cause a problem. but I reduced the compression a little bit. Let's see if that make any difference.
Yeah. You can hear maybe a little bit, but I honestly spoken, I'm not the right person. It's a pity that our pal from the Middle East wasn't on frequency. He's good with the audio. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Well, I'm not too good with audio either. But it doesn't matter. I'm not worried about that either. This is the radio is for fun use only. And anyway, by the way, what I was planning to mention to you. Oh, you talk about talking to the older people than you. Well, I think there's one more thing that is also in common. Because I always thought that if you talk to somebody who's older than you, at the end of the day, you learn something new, which is more useful than a guy talking to your age or younger than you.
Yeah, exactly right. And of course, you have to listen to them. I remember when was it? Maybe about 1 or 2 years at work ago. 1 or 2 years ago, I drive a truck for my sins. And there was this guy, and he came into our compound, and I was just saying, it's better if you do this, and it's better if you do that. And he didn't want to know, so I wished him all the best. But he did have an accident later. Over.
That's good. That's qualities. You gotta learn to listen. Those are the important quality you can get. My grandfather used to say you spend more time listening than talking. And when you talk, make sure that your word counts. Just don't talk because you wanted to talk, or you want to hear yourself. And he also used to say the less word has a more presence than more words. And I never understood it until I grew older, and then I realized what he meant.
Yeah, exactly right. And the other thing my father was great at, and they were, expressions. Our expressions are a saying. He had a saying about everything. Over.
Yeah, that is true. The expression is there for a reason, actually. But otherwise, the weather has been hot. It's been hot and humid, which is kind of expected for this month, and it's going to continue till next month. And we're going to start to see some break, by end of next month. Otherwise, we're going to see some days, I'm sure, 100-degree days, 100-degree Fahrenheit days within the next couple of weeks or so. One good thing came out of it that actually I don't have to mow the lawn every 4 days. Now I can mow the lawn every week because hot temperature definitely reduced the growth of the grass, which is a welcome sign. Because the amount of the lawn I have to mow, it takes away a substantial amount of time every weekend, John.
Yeah, Roger. And did you ever think? Now I know you have a big place, but did you ever think of one of those robot grass mowers? Over.
Right.
Well, this robot grass mower is going to take forever because it's not big enough. That's a 3.5 acre. And so what I have is a Kubato, is a zero-turn machine, is a 60-inch stack. Even with that, it will take me 3 hours to do it. Most of the robot will come around 40-inch or a 36-inch deck, or you can go industrial version, which are way expensive. So it's out of the question for now.
Yeah, Roger. You could always get some sheep. Over.
That's what my wife says. So let's make this one to farm and put a fence around it and let the sheep have it. Well, I don't have a sheep, but I have deer. I get almost 15, 20 deers every evening. And if you look outside, they're grazing. But see, they are very, very selective. They only graze certain things. Not all the things. I wish they were grazing everything.
Yeah, Roger. I wonder, could you take a few of them and eat them? Over.
No, negative. I'm a pure vegetarian, John. So that's another thing is out of question. But we have a population of deer so high because of the growth. There's so much development. There's not much area left for the poor deers. And now they're forced to come into development. And I got some woods in the back, so they don't bother me. I don't bother them. And you can see them, and sometimes I'm mowing alone, and they are grazing 20 feet away from me.
Yeah, Roger. Well, they begin to know you and know your habits. Okay, Mukesh, I'm what time? Local time here is it's about 15 minutes past midnight. I have a day off tomorrow. I've got a few jobs in the garden to do, but I'm going to have another scan and have a look around, see who else is out there. But great hearing you, over.
Yeah, same here, John. Same here. It's always good to hear you, my friend. And thank you for stopping by. I think I'm going to switch it back to 5,000 because all my logging is set up with that. I'm going to switch it back to 5,000. But I will talk to you maybe tomorrow, who knows. But have a fun time and a good week, and looking forward to catch you again soon. ON8EI, this is Kilo Echo 3 Victor Golf.
Yeah, thank you, Mukesh. Nice hearing you. And you came up to 10 over 9, but nice and loud, nice and punchy audio. Quite a unmistakable sound on the radio. So till the next time, maybe tomorrow evening we'll have a few words. And anyway, enjoy your day. I suppose you'll be working hard at the salt mine. So take care. We keep in touch. Kilo Echo 3 Victor Golf, Oscar November 8 Echo India. Bye bye from Belgium. Over.
Okay, John, I will talk to you soon, my friend. Take it easy. Hear you again soon. Bye-bye. 7-3.
Yeah, bye-bye, Mukesh.
How are you, John?
Yeah, down 6, over.
Victor Golf.
Okay, is the frequency in use, over? Okay, nothing heard. ON80I, over.
Victor Golf, Kilo Echo 3 Victor Golf. Kilo Echo 3 Victor Golf calling CQTX and listening.